Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Let's go. 10 logo. Coaching, Bill. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On first down, McCormick. He's got it to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 30.
A gain of 14.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A quick throw. They're out. We welcome you back to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's the Chargers holding on to the football as we jump into the action in quarter number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, McCormick. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Okay, we got to get this stop here, D. 5.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run it here with Gordon. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, McCormick. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Taken in at the 22. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs.
Here we go. 30 base. General West.
Off the play fake. McCormick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. McCormick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I can't believe that you play. I can't go.
Throwing after the interception. McCormick. And that's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun. McCormick. Open man, it's Allen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. Off play action. McCormick. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
You can't block me.
5.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. McCormick, and that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Chopper. Clear.
Throwing on 1st down. McCormick able to get this to Gordon. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5. Gets it to Gordon. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCormick trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Ready, set.
53, Mike.
Protein spill.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
53, Mike 53.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCormick. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Holyfield, and the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, McCormick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. 30, past the 20. 10, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go for this offensive.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
On 1st and 10, McCormick going underneath for Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's 2nd and 8. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
Set.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go.
On first down, McCormick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, McCormick, and that is incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there.
Go! And you stop. Crystal Travis.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCormick, and that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. It's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's the completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious?
Down. 70. Indy. Protein spill. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 5.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And
Ready, break. Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing on first down. McCormick. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the gun, McCormick. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, McCormick. Allen's got it complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCormick looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 1st and 10, McCormick. And caught by Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCormick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, McCormick. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down.
Ready. Check Mike 54. 80 weapons.
On 1st down, McCormick. And that'll be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. McCormick. That's complete. It's Gordon. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, McCormick. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right?
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Ready, set. Crystal, travel. Get off the field. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. George. Open man. Completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. And his pass incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
You ready? 54, right there. 52. You draw Horford.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. First carry for James Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun on third down, George. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And this pass defense were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
We often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back.
And logo. 53.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
It's Conner as they stay on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 22 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On 1st and 10, George. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
152 fighter.
Throwing on 3rd and long. George got a man open. It's Ross. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone.
Ready up. General West.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now.
On 1st down, George going right side here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to throw. George, he'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Frank Clark in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Back to throw. George. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go.
Ready? 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. 5.
They start with a give to Connor, and if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. George. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Off the play fake. George. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Connor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, George. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Let's just take it around the 12. Left side, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Break. 6-6. Pull it high.
It's our time.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. George. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Counter, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So we've come to... And okay, so...
Let's go. 50, plant.
53, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Get it. Go.
They begin on the ground here with Counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
X3. 218, chop.
On 3rd down, George. And he finds his man. That's Butler. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Mike, 54. Let's go.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, George. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the...
Here we go, set. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
53. Target.
On first down, it's Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
64.
Watch the pass.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, George. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but...
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Get.
On first down, George. That's complete to his running back, Connor. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return there, 27 yards.
60 outlaw.
54 Mike. And let's pin the
Blue draw Corker. Let's go.
The drive will start with Connor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Go. 13, Bill. 50, play.
Mike 54. Ricky.
Now.
To throw on 2nd down. George. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Chiefs will have excellent field. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost.
Get out of my way. It's the coach.
Ready? Back to the back, behind. Wait.
First down, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Winston. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple.
Let's make these big.
Winston now to throw on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action now. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
Ready, flag, put it out. Hey, stop. Like a screen.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go. Check.
Ready, flag, put it out.
Check 53 left. And let's get them home.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 20.
Ready, flag, 22.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. They still playing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bush. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Bush. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready, flag, put it out. 3, 17.
Jameis now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving is.
Ready? Black, we did that. Hey, stop.
Let's go, defenses. Get on the field.
On first down, it's Bush. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
A give, this is Bush. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Winston. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, you got 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Bush. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Winston, and that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense.
Ready? Black 25. 54 Mike. Come on. Stand back. Let's go.
On the delay, it's Bush. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Bush. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20.
Ready? Black, what is that? Green, triple C. 54, block 54. I'm on.
A first down throw for Winston. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Frank Clark dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over.
Hey, ready. Black, what is that? Green, triple C. Here we go.
From the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Ready. Black, 22.
54. Watch the run.
Let's go.
Winston now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Hey, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
I got you.
Throwing, Winston. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City with this lead and the... So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they...
Hello, everybody. It's the...
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the much better scripted. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running with Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, the pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good looking at some answers right now. Now Howard. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Great blocking on the return. It springs. Jackson, options out left. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On first down, they run with Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Howard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not all. Down 3 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a... Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. Jackson options out left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he fields it cleanly. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. They'll begin the drive with Howard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go counter with Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Steps away. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw, and that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Rolling to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle.
And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take. So for Kansas City, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campus.